Hey friends! I am in pieces, but I am still here because positive reinforcement. You know what? It. This sucks. This is really I absolutely hate this. This is part of what I really just absolutely despise about my disease. I can be doing absolutely nothing and break my arm. Last time it was this sucker. It was part of my pointing, but it was my humerus right here. I was getting out of a truck and snapped it and happened to be in Alaska where I had to get airlifted and go to Juneau to get it looked at. Fortunately, I was going to a conference with specialists that have experience with fibrous dysplasia. So I made a makeshift sling with my sweatshirt that I had on me and put it on. I had a pillow so I was supported and had a travel buddy to get me there. And unfortunately, found out that I broke probably my radius. So on my right dominant hand. I love that for me. So today we're going to get x-rays. We're going to see how things go that way. And I'll keep you guys posted. Welcome to this chaotic journey that is my life and living with fibrous dysplasia. I have been taking a 4-month absence from TikTok, mainly because I haven't been in the mood to make content. Why? Because I've been broken for 4 months, and I'm just now feeling well enough to even scratch the surface of getting back into it. For those of you who are just joining me, I am Sarah. I have McCune-Albright syndrome and fibrous dysplasia. Fibrous dysplasia is a symptom of McCune-Albright syndrome, but people can also just have fibrous dysplasia, better known as FD. And that's how I'm going to refer to it for this little story time. So those of us who have FD, think of it as having soft bone, like a bar as bone rather than a granite, hard rock. Actually, I think that's a soft rock. Anyways, regular bone you can cut through with a bone saw. FD bone, you can take a scalpel and scrape it like it's nothing. Now that we understand the basic, let's go back to September where I broke my right arm. I had broken my right radius an hour before hopping on a flight, and I got on that flight with my makeshift sling out of my sweatshirt and, went and did what I was supposed to do, which was going to a conference for my disease and enjoying a lovely time with specialists, other fellow patients, caregivers, and really great time actually. Got it splinted thanks to having orthopedic surgeons there to advise me I should get x-rays to confirm, yes, I do have a broken bone. Now, that went through its whole healing process. It really wasn't that bad. I actually questioned whether or not I had broken said bone and was able to confirm that I did. It healed. I am now in November. It's been about a week and a half. I haven't had to worry about any healing, anything, and wait for it. This is my left arm. I broke my left arm. Now that was in November. I know you heard that I talked about essentially like 2 months with my right arm and then it was healed and it was fine. November, December, that's about 2 months, right? We're into January, that's 3 months. Wait, that's weird. Why are we in 3 months, Sarah, and you're still wearing this thing? Oh, let me fill you in. Yeah, I broke this almost immediately after this healed and I broke it up here. It's important for the story. And started going through the healing process for that. It was a lot harder than the previous one because it is a much larger bone, hence having a lot more pain and having to be on a lot more pain medication, at least for that period of time. So not a great headspace, Now, flash forward, we're into December. This is only a month after I broke my left arm and your girl's stupid. I wanted to do what everybody does and do my own thing and change like a normal human being. I took this off as I do. Try to be safe by changing while sitting on the ground rather than trying to stand and balance and, hurt myself. I subconsciously leaned on my broken arm. Had to go to the ER again. Why? Because I heard a snap, crackle, pop and found out that I didn't re-break anything. No new broken bones was what I was told. I had re-demonstrated the fracture that I had and I took that to mean here. Now, 3 years ago, I had broken my arm down here when I was in Alaska, and today in January found out what the ER doctor was talking about back in December was I did re-break part of my arm where I had broken it 3 years ago. And this break up here, totally fine, healed fine. So, had I not been an idiot, I wouldn't have been in this thing for like another month. By the way, I'm going to Hawaii, and have to keep this on for another 4 weeks because we're only 4 weeks into the healing process of the lower part of of this arm. Happy 2024, am I right?
It must be horrible to be this woman and live with such a sufferable, annoying condition. You know, this condition she has, fibrodysplasia. That's a rare disease, unfortunately, and she's one of the few people that's affected by it. And it's similar to another disease that I'm aware of, where you can literally just do the very slightest thing. You can literally just move your arm like that, and you could end up breaking it. That must be a horrible thing to do, because this woman here, she's literally living her whole life, or the majority of her life, in a cast, and it's definitely limiting her from doing the activities and the things she wants to do. I mean, she mentioned there that she subconsciously just leant on the arm that was in a cast or something like that, and then she had something pop and she had to go back and get emergency care. And that must be nice, because she's in and out of hospital, she's in a cast. And mental health has got to be taking a tolling impact as well, I'm sure, in terms of just the mobility, in terms of moving her arms and the legs. It's just not nice at all. I mean, she's only mentioned her arms, really. I wonder if it affects her legs as well. I just can't imagine living life like that. Yeah, imagine if you're just writing on a piece of paper, or you're playing a game, or you're typing away, or you're just swinging your arms as you're walking, and then suddenly something just snaps and you're instantly breaking it, and then you have to go and put a cast around it. Like, it's just a pain. That's how I describe it. It's just a pain. It's annoying. It's a nuisance. Okay, she broke her arm, and then she's on all this medication, which also takes its toll. And then her right arm eventually heals, and then you never know. Literally 2 days later, that arm could go again, or the left arm could go, and it's just like one thing after another, and it's just like a nightmare that will never end. It's a living nightmare for this woman, and I do feel a sense of empathy for her, because I wouldn't want to live my life like that. I'm sure nobody else would want to go through that, but she does seem upbeat. I mean, she mentioned that she took a break off social media because the whole illness just got too much for her for a period of time. But I'm glad that she's actually she's not hiding away. She's actually showing putting herself on social media for the whole world to see, her and her disease, and she's spreading awareness for it. And she's definitely doing the most she can for this disease, and she's remaining as positive as what she possibly can, and I can only commend her for that.